How are you?
How's it going? I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm still in awe of this magnificent premiere. It's
fun, isn't it?
it's quite daunting.
Yeah.
There's a lagoon and everything.
I didn't see the lagoon yet. I'll go check it out.
Have a dip. Have a dip in the lagoon.
Yeah, my feet.
What was your first contact with Tolkien? What was the first? Was it the books? Was it the films, or a bit of both?
I first read The Hobbit when I was 3 in Braille. No, I'm joking. Everyone has their own story of my dying grandmother read me Lord of the Rings in a weekend and passed away as they, went to the Undying Lands. No, I read The Hobbit when I was 10 or 11 years old. It was a fantastic book. Perfect age, perfect, sort of captured me. And then Lord of the Rings when I was 13 and really just took me away. I had that copy with me and reread it before starting season 1 on this, most particularly the appendices, of course, which is where we pull our stories from. So that was my experience. And I spent time working on the Hobbit movies previously, so this was a lovely return to New Zealand and a return to Middle-earth and in a completely different way, which was amazing. And I really didn't know what the guys, JD and Patrick, were doing, didn't know the story, and so was amazed to read and be like, oh my God, we're starting with this and this person. Oh, I know this person, but this person's new. It was a lovely blend of stuff. So really excited. But my introduction was the books.
Yeah, I mean, technology has moved on a lot since the films and with CGI and everything else, but there still feels a real kind of grounded core to the story. How important was that for you guys to make sure that stayed true to the films and to Tolkien's work?
Sure, I think reality was very important. Obviously, we knew we were going to lean into a lot of visual effects work for, epic escapes and stuff that we couldn't capture for real. So wherever we could do stuff practically and for real, we did. So beautiful costumes by Kate Hawley, Ramsey Avery's production design work. I mean, everything that we did, we really tried to pay attention to detail. Our orcs, the prosthetics, the makeup, the hair, all of that stuff. And where you can make that count. And there was this idea that we wanted that if anyone paused a scene and left the room and came back in, you would come back, you would know immediately what world you were in. And so shapes and lights and colors and tone, everything was important. And hopefully we stuck with it. And then you start shooting for hundreds of days. Sometimes that disappears, but I think we did a good job. Yeah.
I mean, when you're dealing with literature and heroes, villains, and people, whatever it is, people always have their idea of what everything should be, what a Superman should look like, what their Jesus looks like, or anything like that. Sure. How important for you guys was it to make sure you just stay true to the work and let that speak for itself?
Well, I think there was a mantra: just when in doubt, return to Tolkien, return to the text, return to that. That's our grounding heartbeat in all of this. And follow that, and then look for the lines that might reference this or might reference that to give us detail that we could work on. And then just a purity of that passion of being fans of his work. And I think JD and Patrick are that. So it all comes from a good place. It all comes from a heart. And that was so nice to follow. And that was their work ethic for us on set as well, every single day. Super open, super friendly. You enjoyed coming to work. I'm back for season 2. It's you need that sense of family and support, and they provided it every day, which was lovely to get behind.
Yeah, I did some interviews earlier with the cast, and a lot of them were talking about Bear's score.
Sure.
I just wanted to ask you about that. I mean, how important was he once you had him as part of the jigsaw puzzle to bring this story to life?
Oh, well, the music is amazing. I mean, it's as Walter Murch said, it's the only part of the filmmaking process that touches you physically as an audience member. It touches your sound. So I was talking to Bear actually this evening about that, and he was so excited. He's going to be reading our season 2 scripts shortly and starting his process properly from the get-go. So that's going to be super exciting. When you're acting and producing and performing the day-to-day, the actors disappear, of course. So they've gone away for a year, and we've been busy in the cutting room and putting it together and making green screens turn into like amazing worlds and adding music and cutting huge performances out of their work. Like, what happened? So it feels new, and I mean, I must have seen it 30 times, and tonight will be new again. I will notice things that I forgot were in there. Yeah. I love that.
Fantastic. Well, wish you all the best tonight. Thanks so much for your time. Pleasure. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching HeyUGuys!
Hey, you guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey!